Good morning, I'm Miguel Guillen. It's Friday, April 21st, and you're watching Nightly News.
From Buc-ee's to the Houston Rockets, our 27th episode is full of good stuff just for you.
For breaking news and announcements, we go to our Nightly News reporters, Matthew Hudson and Jonathan Shepard.
Thanks, Miguel. Here's what's coming up at MLCPA.
The city will promise tomorrow. If you have any last-minute questions, stop by and see Miss Dr. Craig today.
On Friday, May 5th, we will hold high school class officer elections for the 2017-2018 school year. Students interested for running for a position must complete an application. Applications are available in the front office from Ms. Milton.
Tonight is the end of the year middle school dance at Young Women's College Prep. It's from 7 to 10 p.m. Tickets are $12 if you want to dance and dine, which includes not only your dance ticket, but a Chick-fil-A sandwich, chips, and drink. Or you could just dance for $7.
Next Wednesday is Administrative Professionals Day, so make sure to stop by the office and thank Ms. Milton, Ms. Partita, and Ms. Alejandra for all their hard work.
There are only 4 more Fridays left before summer break begins. Our last day of school is Thursday, May 25th.
A huge congratulations to Ms. Walker. She has been selected for the finals for HISD Teacher of the Year Award. This is a massive award and we are so proud of her. We wish her all the best in the next round. That's all the news for this week. I'm Matthew Hudson.
And I'm Jonathan Shepard. Back to you, Bryson and Miguel.
I know for a fact almost every 7th grader recognizes his mascot because stopping here was one of the highlights of our first field trip to Austin earlier this year.
Here with the story, Nightly News correspondent on Cook.
For anyone who's traveled the highways of Texas, Buc-ee's beaver with his bucktooth smile and red baseball cap is iconic as Whataburger's Orange W or McDonald's Golden Arch. But now residents outside the Lone Star State will be able to fill up on gas and stock up on beaver nuggets, homemade kolaches, and beef jerky. The gas station chain announced last week that it's opening its first ever store outside Texas in Daytona, Florida. The mammoth-sized store, which will be just slightly smaller than a football field, will feature 120 gas pump, working kitchen, and novelty shops, in addition to the usual offering of their signature snacks and candy. So if you're ever in Daytona and feeling a little homesick, now you'll be able to stop at Buc-ee's and get a little taste of Texas. Reporting for Nightly News, I'm On Cook.
What is recapture, and what does it have to do with you?
Here to tell us and shed some light on this confusing topic is Nightly News correspondent Maddie Williams.
You have probably heard about recapture, but you may not know really what it means. Lucky for you, Nightly News is here to help. Under the state school finance system, HISD is considered property wealthy and is required to send local property tax dollars to state to fund public education. This process is called recapture. Coming up in just 2 weeks, voters will decide on May 6th how HISD should pay its recapture money to the state. There are 2 options. Either by writing a big fat check to the state to purchase attendance credits or through the detachment of Houston's most valuable commercial property. If you discuss this with your parents, they might say they already voted on this. And that's true. HISD voters rejected the purchasing of attendance credits, making HISD subject to detachment to pay its recapture obligation since then. Action by Texas Education Agency and other factors have reduced HISD recapture obligation from about $162 million to about $77 million. The vote has also started a conversation among legislators in Austin about changing the state's outdated school finance system. In response, the HISD Board of Education called a new election for May 6, 2017, giving voters another opportunity to decide how HISD will pay its recapture obligation. A vote for the proposition means purchasing attendance credits by writing a check to the state for local property taxes. The district will continue to make annual recapture payments. The district will also have more capacity in the future to fund schools. A vote against purchasing attendance credits means detachment of the most valuable non-residential commercial properties from the district's tax roll. The district will face budget cuts and have less capacity to fund schools. Talk to your parents and encourage them to vote on May 6th. If they have questions, show them this segment on YouTube or check it out on www.houstonisd.org/recapture. Reporting for Nightly News, I'm MADDOX Williams. Peace.
Today at 2 p.m. there will be a ceremony to honor Gold Tie recipients and honor roll members for the 4th and 5th 6 weeks.
For this story, we go to Nightly News reporter Isaiah Rocha.
Thanks, Miguel. Later today, students will be honored at a ceremony celebrating Go Tides and honor roll members for the 4th and 5th 6 weeks. Students receiving the Go Tides are Michael Aja, Brandon Alonso, Joram Amador, Trayvon Bell, Juan Bercian, Michael Basase, Messiah Bogandy, Dominique Cook, Gustavo Flores, William Fortson, Roy Garza, Sandel Gray, and Miguel Gutierrez, Carlos Hernandez Salinas, LeBron Jones, Bryant Martinez, Danny Bardina, Joshua Pardo, Ramon Valdez, Josh Jose Victorino, Alfonso Villegas, Caden Williams, Diego Zala, and here are the students that made honor roll. Congratulations on a job well done to these Go Tide recipients and honor roll members. Reporting for Nightly News, I'm Isaiah Rocha.
After a long regular season featuring 286 road games, the Rockets finally began the second season this week.
Here with the rundown is Nightly News reporter Jaden Bowers.
Thanks, Bryson. Jaden Bowers is out sick this week. A historic triple-double from Russell Westbrook wasn't enough for the Oklahoma City Thunder to steal Game 2 from the Houston Rockets on Wednesday night. Westbrook finished with 51 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds, the first 50-point triple-double in NBA history. But the Thunder surrendered a 15-point lead in the second half. Oklahoma City was just 7 of 29 in the fourth quarter as Houston used a late 10-0 run that essentially put the game away. Westbrook went 4 of 18 in the fourth quarter and 17 of 43 for the game. James Harden led the Rockets with 35 points, and Eric Gordon added 22 off the bench, including 11 in the fourth quarter. This gives the Rockets a 2-0 lead heading into their third game against the Thunder tonight at 8:30 p.m. in Oklahoma City. You can catch the game on ESPN. The team that wins 4 will advance to the second round and face either San Antonio or the Memphis Grizzlies. Reporting for Nightly News, I am Michael Pelton.
That's all for the show this week. Thanks for watching.
There are only 24 school days until summer, and remember, if it's Friday, it's Nightly News.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high.